Good evening, Gemini. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you guys your reading for the next 7 days. Now, when I was choosing out the stones before I rolled the die, I came to these two stones right here. One is yellow adventurine. Now, yellow adventurine is one of those interesting stones that helps to calm and balance you, helps to bring out creativity, helps to remove grief and anything tied to grief, emotional feelings and stuff like that. It's a very balancing emotional stone. And this one right here is obsidian. It's a rock that's formed in volcanoes, and actually it's the volcanic magma that is solidified, and so you get this nice cool black color, and it's really smooth when you feel it. So one of the properties that you gain from this is grounding, basically. So this allows for physical grounding because it came from the earth and because it came from high pressure. It's basically showing you that as you come from high pressure, wherever that high pressure may be, you have the ability to come out as a very grounded object in the universe. And so long as you balance yourself out both in the physical and the emotional aspects, you become a very molded and crafted individual, something unique. And that's very necessary too, because it allows you to care for yourself, or at least have the energy to care for yourself, and other people see it. You don't have to explain it to them. They'll understand. Now, I also want to say that the energy that you're encompassing right now is Cancerian energy. It's an energy that has the ability to feel and to understand by feeling, because I feel that as you move forward, there's going to be a lot of communication. Chances are you're probably going to be on the internet quite a bit, chat rooms, maybe even on Facebook, maybe using Messenger quite a bit. And this is a result of the past energy that you had, which was Aryan type energy, which was assertive, which was bold. It was those energies that allowed you to be able to put yourself into the state of self-care, right? Because maybe you were giving too much, etc., etc. So the energy was necessary in order for you to be in the space you are now, where you can care for yourself, and then you can start to provide the energy that's necessary to support a community. As we know, Gemini is an air sign, so they love being among people and among everyone, being in the mix, basically. So yeah, there is a cycle that's coming to an end for you, and this cycle might be that Aries energy. You won't feel it as much anymore, but now it's an ingrained part of you. And with the cosmic egg, there's something very beautiful that can, as with any egg, there's something beautiful that can hatch from that. So make sure to focus in on grounding yourself and grounding your own energy, the root chakra type of mantras and things like that, and that'll help ground you on a physical level. Yeah, and dig deep inside for the ability to heal your grief. Sometimes if you go into your subconscious and stuff like that, it might be dark, and just as this card signifies, your emotions themselves might be dark once you dig deep enough. However, how are you to witness the light if you have not reached total darkness? It's the same thing to say, how can you reach an appreciation of life until you've reached the death or near death? Once you die, before you die, you do not die when you die. So if you guys are interested in that, it's one of those Eleusinian principles. So I'll go ahead and link the video down in the description below for you guys, so that you guys can, oh, look at that. I just felt like drawing another card. I feel like some people think that whatever it is that you're going through is nothing but a game. they might laugh at you, but it's okay because what's happening is transformation for you, and this transformation is necessary as a to result in creating this new beginning, whatever it is. And I believe this new beginning has to do something with self care. And as a phoenix rises from the ashes, you know, that's the energy that you encompass. You go from water to fire, and it's a very transformational change if you think about it. Let's see what's going on here in the emotional sphere, because that's exactly what we're focused on. All right, so undressing of a salad. Now, in this, there might be a lot of different things going on. There's a lot of different emotions you want to feel. But with this card in the reverse, there's only one typical or one true emotion that you must feel. And as much of a gaggle that it might be, you got to search through your emotions in order to find which one is the one that needs to change. Of course, once you do that, you get the stability. Now, that might require that you talk to other people, right? That might require for you to go out on like blogs and things like that, and chat rooms if necessary, to understand, why people act the way they act, or maybe even to understand why you act the way you act. And of course, when it comes to forums and stuff like that, you can ask anonymously and people wouldn't really understand. But if they can see, if they can read between the lines, they'll know it. But they still offer their help anyways. I'm one of those such people. So things might be going fast right now, but it's okay. There's no necessity for it to slow down yet. You're at the end of a cycle. Things need to speed up. And of course, just trust your intuition and your inner compass. When it comes to the turtle doesn't really understand like the space of things from an upward level. It just moves with the current, right? Just flow. And yeah, whatever fixes you do implement, they're going to be very helpful. But just make sure that those come from a space of intuition and from inner knowledge. And yeah, this is definitely about focusing in on yourself. All right. Let's move on to the Rider-Waite. Your reading might actually be done very early, Gemini. I know you air signs don't like to sit there for a long time, but this is one of those readings that I feel is more of a confirmation for you. I don't feel like this is anything new. Yeah, look at that. Once you really focus in on the true emotions that need to take place, you have happy life, happy wife type of vibes. You have completion. You have all of these achievements that you've reached, and those are all emotional things that you're able to be happy about, to be grateful about. And once you sit in the attitude of gratitude, you allow for the ability to do what it needs to do in order to bring certain things to a death. Now, certain things aren't going to come to a death yet, I would say, because it's on the cusp of speeding up, and it's going to climax. And that's exactly what I get. It's a climax. And of course, that climax is going to lead to your eventual phoenix rising from the ashes type thing. All right, so it's time to let go of certain burdens, right? The whatever it is that you're emotionally carrying, there is a necessary need to go ahead and drop it, because I feel like these burdens are getting to be too much for you. You're focusing in too much on those and allowing that grief to run your life and to make the decisions that you should be making of a conscious nature. So it is going to be one of those periods of where you might have to go by yourself. Do not be fearful of that. As much of a social creature as you are, what ends up happening is that you got to check whether you're a vessel or a conduit for love. As you can see, I'm just going to draw these 3 cards from the top, and you really got to check what that vessel is, and you got to set yourself a dream. And that can only happen when you sit by yourself, not as part of a group. Now, when it comes to that, you're gonna have the ability to draw a soulmate in. Now, whether this soulmate is Anything of a romantic nature, I don't know. I don't see a Two of Cups anywhere along with this, but there is one indication that maybe in the future it could be possible. Maybe you even have such a situation already happening, and but that's further into the future, right? That's something that's not going to be revealed too much as of late. So now we're going to go ahead and roll the die for you guys. All right, Aries energy is the necessary energy that's needed right now. Aries is a fast, quick type of energy. Doesn't really focus in too much on sitting and thinking about the details and stuff like that, because that's kind of in the past for you for now. But paying attention to self-care and how you do that self-care is going to be a big thing with that Cancer energy. Now, what you're going to be moving into in the future is going to be your own Gemini energy, basically standing in your truth, standing in your power, and being a very, very powerful individual at that. Ooh, the North Node. This is great. All right, Gemini. So whatever's happening right now is being done in order for you to be pushed into the direction that your soul wants to be or needs to be pushed into. And of course, this has something to do with expression. Now, and if you're going to reach this energy, there has to be a change here as well as here, right? And as you do that, you're going to reach abundance, because that's the overall arcing theme of this, is to pay attention to your own inner wisdom and allow for your cycles to come to an end. And that's how you apply the helpful fixes. Now, 5 denotes that there's going to be change in your life, and what's happening is that you're transitioning from the mind, right? Or you're once you got everything here and you transition from the mind to the next spot, then what ends up happening is you gain stability. So just make sure you do that. Focus in on the major issues, organize everything, be by yourself, maybe ask some questions online and allow for the answers to help ground you. Or you can get these 2 stones, yellow aventurine and obsidian. Now, a special thing about this is that this stone was given to me by somebody who was traveling. I wasn't able to take him where he needed to go, but I gave him enough money to be able to, this was a while back too, to be able to take this journey and to have some kind of money for subsistence. And I very much feel that this stone right here is imbued with whatever energy he had. And it was a very gypsy type energy. So I feel like maybe you're going to be going on some journey by yourself. Whether this journey is outside or whether it's inside, I can't really tell you for sure, because I'm not getting any feeling off of it. But I do very much feel that maybe you might have contact with somebody who's a stranger that allows you to come to some knowledge about yourself, or maybe allow you to put certain things to death, or help you to drop some burdens. So with that, thank you, Gemini, for being here. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, share with others so that they can get the message they need to. Maybe they themselves are a Gemini, or maybe they know a Gemini. So with that, I am going to say farewell, and I will see you in the next 7 days, Gemini. You have a good night.